coming on your
Yes.
chain that also like you're number one, then
Yes.
Rayvanny number two,
Like,
then Harmonize number three. All this is your chain, man. Where are the other artists from Tanzania? What are they doing? Like always
yeah,
about you and
like, you know
all
what?
this number from
There
one to number
was a
five,
time I
all are
said, like, you
coming
know
to you.
what? I think apart from me being a musician, it would be wise if I can be able to empower other artists as well, because there's a lot of artists who have dreams, who can do better in the street, but they don't have platform. They don't have to empower them. So I started empowering different artists,
Yeah.
Harmonize, Rayvanny. I went to Lava Lava, Bosso, there's Zuchu now. There's a time I was working with Shimavok. To me, it was like, I love doing that. And the more they're doing better or they're doing big
Yeah.
is a legacy to me. And I don't know if I love when a person see, like when a person
Of
talk
course.
about Rayvanny, talk about whoever the artist come from my hand. Like if you see, like as you say, like if you look at the numbers, when you see number one, number two, number three, number four, sometimes you can go even to number six. All yes, yeah, coming from my hand.
All of them
Either
are
if
coming from your
they're
line,
still
man.
working with me or they're not working with me, but that's my legacy. This has been my mission. Like I wanted to see that, like to prove point that as the artists as well, we can empower each other. Like
Yeah.
why don't you? So if I can do that, I can inspire other artists as well. They can do the same thing. But one thing I can advise them that you need to dedicate yourself, because it's very difficult. It's not that easy. That's why you see most artists, they come out with label and the label doesn't work that much, because as the
Yeah.
artist you have to dedicate yourself. You have to give 100% of you. Sometimes you have to stop doing your music. Sometimes you have to not drop your song so that you can let your artist drop the song. So, which sometimes it becomes very difficult for other artists, because I feel this, they still want to be there. But to me, I can advise them that even if you stop doing music, or
Yeah.
if you stop dropping music and you let your artist drop music, it gives you profile the same thing. It's like, I'm now about to introduce another artist. I'll be introducing another artist within
Yeah.
a month. I think within a month or within 2 months, I'll be doing, yes, another artist. And trust me, that artist
Wow.
problem. You will see, but a problem.
Is he a
Most
male
of the time when I
artist
drop
or
the
a
artist,
female
I
artist?
don't just take any artist. Like I look at the artist, I look at the talent, because it's very bad for this to give a platform to a person who is not talented. And there's a lot of artists who are talented. So I'm trying to put a person who is very, very talented. Apart from that,
Yeah.
putting in my studio, my home, like my label, and then trying to teach him or teach her what is the best way to become a great artist. I've been doing that to my own artists. Whatever the artist that you see, he wasn't just the artist, because he was everybody was. There used to be artists in other record labels, but then when I take them, I give them techniques on
Yeah.
how you can be biggest
Yeah.
musician, how you can create a hit, how can do controversy,
And they
how you can make money
use
through
that.
music. And that's why you see most of my artists are doing fine. And I'm super proud. Either if they're in my record label, out of my label, I feel so proud, because I feel like that's me. Yeah, that's my job. That's my work. Like that. I want to do a lot of that.
Sounds really good. I mean, there are a couple of questions that I would like to ask you before we wind up.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you one thing
Sure.
about when you're coming to German, you're going to perform on Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you think, and you promised people you're going to drop album this year, something like, do you think about probably launching Wasafi record label in Europe? Maybe, like you have been in Africa, maybe Wasafi record label in Europe, and basically probably basically German or other countries in Europe. Do you think about something like that? So that you be like universal.
Well,
You talk
I
Wasafi
think
as
one of the things
you
that
know,
we did this year, we have expanded our management from not only being in Tanzania or Africa. We just got different team in Europe, in the US, and that's what we've been working on as a record label. Because the dream is not just to get the musician to be bigger in the continent; it's to be bigger out of the continent as well. So we have we've expanded our
Yeah.
our management, got different branches in different countries, different zones, so that it can be more easy for the artists from here to cross over. So talking about PR, talking about plugger, talking about like whichever the thing that can make the artist become big in that country. It's very difficult because first of all you have to put a lot of money, and you know when it comes to a country like music, it's a huge business. So it's not something that you can just come here with your stories or something, and people, when they look at you, they feel like this is Diamond Platnumz, and when they see the numbers of the artists, what comes to the head first is money. So negotiating with them and having a contract on how they can push the artists, how they can promote Tanzanian music or artists from here, it was a little bit not that easy. So we did that, and people should expect to see our artists now in different countries doing better than how they used to do back in the days. And I'm sure that's what the record label in West Africa have been doing. They did that before us, because for us it was difficult before, because we wanted to make sure that we conquer the continent first, because the east of Africa, it's not easy to conquer the continent. You need to be very smart, have a proper team, proper strategies, proper budget. So for us, it was the continent first. After the continent being established in other continents as well, like Europe, like US. So yes, at the record label. So now we're so happy to wait and see the talents from Tanzania doing way bigger in different zones.
Something I should ask you about your performance.
Yes.
People are more excited. There are people from Tanzania right now, watu wanataka kununua tiketi, lakini of course walikuwa wengine wanawaza labda tiketi inaweza ikawa ni kitu ghali kutokana na vitu kama hivyo, lakini mimi nataka niwaambie tu kwamba Simba is more, yani Simba ni bei kubwa sana. Kwa hiyo watu wanunua tiketi,
tunakuja kuwafanya wawe proud of you bana. Na of course tunapenda tunavyoenda kusupport wanamuziki tofauti tofauti katika nchi tofauti tofauti, lakini of course najua ni raha kiasi gani anapokuja mtoto wa nyumbani, unamjua yes, unaenjoy, na ni siku yetu kama tunaongea lugha ya Kiswahili. Pia pamoja tuite marafiki zetu wa nchi zingine hapi bana. Exactly. Kwa pamoja tukutane pale tu.
Bana unakuja na vitu, unakuja mwenyewe. One last, I mean, two last question. One of it ni kwamba you have mentioned